Welcome everyone to Intelligent Voices. I'm your brother Yeshombiyah. Today I will be talking about the beginning, very beginning, where a lot of people maybe not understand that when the fall of Halayel and how it happened in the creation of us into the bodies of flesh, or those who are the righteous and also those who are of the wicked. So I'm going to try to touch bases on this information here. So welcome my brothers, my sisters, my doves, my undefiled family of Israelites. Thank you for tuning in live here to hear this 50 minutes and 30 seconds. That's what I'm going to try to get it to. So, took some notes here. So as we get started here, let me start my timer. Okay. I would like to give thanks for you all welcoming me, watching the channel, supporting the channel. All of you that are in this grace of Yahshua and preparing for the kingdom that is to come. I am your brother Yeshombiyah. I will go to the very beginning of time before Adam and Eve historical events. We were there. That's right. The elect, the chosen. When my Father recreated the earth, in spirit we lived with our mighty Father Yeshua Yahweh, while many became under the rule of Halayel. His name, his real first name was Halayel, H-A-L-A-Y-E-L, or Halayel, spelled H-A-L-L-E-L. This is Lucifer's real name, who was the highest ranking angel empowered by Yahweh Yah. He was appointed to rule over all of Mighty Yah's creation until the rebellion came upon them. These angels had lived here before to what you call Earth and on other planets. That's right, y'all. These angels had lived here before to what you call Earth and on other planets, and what were angelic civilizations. We live pretty much like humanity race today. But before that time, in ancient time, Halayel served as the master of planetarian praise, the second light bearer. Now, many of you probably have heard of that term, the light bearer, through the Illuminati, Skull and Bones. All of these fraternities have pretty much adopted the paganism of worshiping deities. And one of them is Halayel, which is Satan, as they call him, or the devil. Okay? And many other names. In those times, with those angels, they had access within the solar system. Okay? Very important information here, y'all. To inhabit the planets and travel through space, and nothing was kept from them. Okay? They wasn't limited to manifesting fleshly bodies, but possessed in angelic forms. But then something happened, and Halayel ruleship became one of rebellion to mighty Father, our Yahushua of heaven. Lucifer wanted to become the father of all creations. Okay? He also wanted to have the worship of praise of the other angels that was meant for the Most High Yah to be directed towards himself. That's right. That's that pride. Lucifer coveted our worship and praise. Okay? He wanted to be creator, and he wanted to be honored and worshiped like the Almighty Father, Yahushua Yahweh. This encompassed and contaminated our solar system, everybody. Okay? With his greed and pride. While we, the other angels who lived and loved the Almighty Yahweh, we watched and discussed as Halayel rescued or recruited, here it is, 1/3 of the angels to join him in his rebellion. All of them believing they all could become like the power of Yah, with Lucifer as their leader, or their most high leader and father. They went and tried to attempt their own race creation, okay, with both animals and also with Yah's human beings, known as humans. We read this also in Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 1 through 25. So I invite all of you to go to Ezekiel. Check out that in verse 1 through 25, 1 through 25, chapter 28 of Ezekiel. And you also need to read Ezekiel chapter 14, 12 through verse 23, everybody. Okay? And you see Halayel was not happy just being a high cherub with rule over multiple planets. He wanted to be like the Most High Yahweh. All of the world's government's councils were eventually overthrown, okay, by those loyal to Lucifer's plan. They all had become co-conspirators as Lucifer attempted to become highly accepted, that's right, as the supreme ruler of the worlds. Attempted to become highly accepted as the supreme ruler of the worlds. He now ruled over all of the politics and economics. But those who are loyal to the Almighty Yahweh, though, have been removed from all offices or have stepped down. We have seen that recently in the news, everyone. Everybody in Congress and so on in government places are stepping down and others are stepping in. We have seen that, right? By these forces of people, which are demonic possessed people who are now moving in. By this time, the dividing line had been drawn. 2/3 of the righteous angels eons ago rejected Halayel, such as myself and many brothers who are teaching the Hebrew law unto the nations of Israel and those who are willing to change and come back under the covenant, under Israel, under the Israelites, okay, such as myself, okay? And now as we see this attempt to play Yahuwah, the Most High Father, Yah is seeing their loyalty to him in their hearts, it is, to resist and relocate away from Halayel. The Almighty Yahweh honored their perseverance. The Father Elohim, Yah, had led the first exodus, okay? In that time, he removed all spiritual angels from those evil planets, okay? Now we understand NASA and the workstations that's going on, right? Which you are now hearing about from NASA Science Astronomy programs, which is CERN, okay? C-E-R-N, CERN. All of this is tied into the Bible, okay? All these discovery planets are under mighty Yahweh's judgment, which most of you are led to believe that Lucifer's rebellion was as quick or a quick event. But it did not happen that way. Your evolutionists, here it is, and their findings were not completely wrong. What you refer to as cavemen or ape men did exist as the women at one time. You have to understand this is concept. Here it is, that the earth churches refuse to even acknowledge. But where everyone has gone wrong surely is in who created what. That's right. Today your brother Yeshombiyah is going to point out, to give those early beginners who are coming in some material to deepen your research, okay? Who created what? That's what everybody want to know, right? Who created what? Lucifer and his co-conspirators could never accomplish what the Most High Yah did with his humanity beings. That's why the evolutionists cannot find the missing links, right? Which is the link between the ape-looking creatures of prehistoric times and that of the human race. That's right. Which is not related to each other nor created by the same spiritual relations of the Most High Yah. That's right. These other creatures was by Halayel attempt to create his own race. Lucifer also attempted to create his own animals, all right? Surely, that's where we got the dinosaurs, okay? And other odd creatures. There are skulls and bones of prehistoric men and animals, everyone, okay? Which have been found from back into the ancient times when Lucifer and his followers was trying to create their own world, okay? Halayel crossbreeds were created. You have heard about, which is like the mermaid, the unicorn, and like I said earlier, the dinosaurs and all kind of other strange fish and things that's in the sea, okay? In the ancient times, Atlantis, or Lumura, spelled L-E-M-U-R-I-A, okay? Everybody look up Atlantis. This was all ran by those beings, by these people that chose to dive in head first with the anti-Yahweh and the fallen angels, okay? This started in Atlantis, and here it is. It was a cities on earth where these angels dwelled and developed technology that far surpassed anything humanity has ever seen now and even then. In fact, the New World Order is nothing, okay, but an ancient planetarian old world order revived for these last hours. That's right. For humanity, Lucifer, or Halayel, however you want to call him, but his first name was Halayel, is from the planet Rahab, R-A-H-A-B, okay, Rahab, which is located between Mars and Jupiter. It was completely destroyed and cast out of our solar system. Some of the fallen creatures or angel beings got imprisoned inside of it, okay, of those rocks, which is called stars, okay. That the mighty Father, Most High, Yahuwah, Yahweh, now over the times, Rahab, has returned to earth in these last days, more commonly as Nubarik or Planet X. You have heard of these names. The time has happened for those beings imprisoned to be released, to allow them to come to earth, okay, and help their master Lucifer, who is called Halayel, who will come to subdue and conquer earth, okay? Which all of this has happened. The UN, New York, okay? All of that, the North, Canada, okay? All of that. They done pushed forward to put a stronghold on making this into a new world order for Lucifer, okay? Today we are getting this information from the angel Yahweh Yeshua Yah, okay? I would tell you now what has happened since reptilian characteristics, reptilians' births, which came out of Egypt, Canaan, Mesopotamia, and Greece. And the DNA has now been achieved from the human DNA, okay? Remember, I just talked about Atlantis and Lumora. Here's the imprints of the human DNA. 11, 22, 33. Here it is. The fallen has now been able to copy it on their own, okay, by crossbreeding with humans. That's right. Moak is a reptilian deity, demon, who has sex with women. Remember the Nephilims? Okay? Around this time, everyone, which represents 11 ribs, 22 bones in the skull, and the 33 vertebrae of the human DNA. Okay? They've been able to copy it. Of the humanist being life creation, today in your time, these are the most significant numbers used by an occult group. Okay? The Illuminati, the Baphomet. In existence today, Halayel became a fugitive from the judgment of Yahweh. Okay? So we all remember the great flood, okay, of Noah. Remember? Yah had to put to death these people. They were so wicked. And you can read this in Genesis chapter 6, 1 through 13, right? So you know years would pass and generations, everyone, would come later. But the recreation of the earth would come again. That's right. With spiritual, physical beings. Now, all of these notes I took from the scrolls. Okay? Remember the scrolls was lost, then it was found, Red Sea Scrolls and all of this. This is actual scrolls that I'm reading that's broke down in English so everyone can really understand the book of Enoch as well. So now here it is, spiritual, physical beings, here it is, they have now allowed to be able to create a copy, the DNA of humans, by my father's Yah, who has a more stern idea to make sure that this never happens again, everybody. Because after this flood, that flood happened, here it is. We see that in Genesis 6, 1 through 13. Yah had to bring the flood. So now we see, here it is, they copied the DNA, now became spiritual, physical beings But here it is, our Father Yah having never left no not unloosened. Okay? Because he completely says here, the Father, here it is, would make the new earth, and the beings would not be angelic creations. Human beings will now become a new creation by Yahweh himself from the spirit of him, which he will provide each real faithful believer today. As you can read this in John, regular John chapter 1, verse 29 and 34. Verse 29 through 34, regular John chapter 1. Now this effect has made Lucifer overcome with rage and jealousy, so the plan of him has begun. But Yahweh knew when he would recreate the earth after Noah, okay, and his sons, that Satan or Halayel would once again attempt to take over. Righteous Father Yah, creations of human beings again, but now know that Yah had spared Lucifer for that reason to create civilizations with free will. Yah will use Halayel, or Satan as you call him, to test all of humanity, only to see who now has the spirit of salvation laws. Okay? This is why he was allowed. Many say, well, why he create the devil? Because here it is, he do not want to have this episode of occurrences of evil happening again. Okay? Yah will use Halayel, Satan, to test all of them, only to see who now has the spirit of salvation laws in their hearts. That's right. Who would the people of the earth choose to serve? Yahweh of Satan. It has become in your generation that it is now a war between the creator and the created for the past generations of time. Halayel and the fallen beings have been working indirectly behind the scenes, everyone, until his appointed time. That's right. When Lucifer will be able to go forth by the Father Yah to appear on earth and take physical control of it, to rule over his kind for 3.5 years, okay, the end of earth appointed time. But the mighty Father Yah will come again, everybody, okay, with all of us, once and for all, destroy in judgment all Halayel, creation of those human beings marked, okay? Remember the mark of the beast? That's coming. 26. Who have joined in Lucifer old eon times ago rebellion, which is against mighty Father Yah. But we, the elect, have been blessed by Yahweh himself to be born, here it is, as human beings, you and I, to fulfill Yah's role that he has appointed us to accomplish as now humans on your earth. Right, okay? We all have a spirit, everyone. This body is just a shell, okay? Yah is re-waking us up to understand who are the chosen, who are the elect, right? So now here it is, Yahweh referred us as the chosen vessels of honor in this generation to correct you with wisdom and teachings of the truth, right? The 144,000. That's me, my brothers and sisters that's teaching on YouTube, the word of Yeshua, using no pagan names, no Christ, no Lord, no God, okay? Because that's all pagan names. We would not put filth in our mouth or allow filth to come out, right? Okay? So here it is, as we see, now you understand why and how Yahweh could have names written in the Hebrew Lamb's book of eternal life, everybody. The names of the new kingdom citizens who will escape the mark. that is already to come. I am not to tell what or when it will happen. Be surely, the beast image is coming, and very soon. This is what you're being woken up to. The beginning of the beginning. After the flood. Okay? Before the flood. Okay? And now here it is. The coming tribulation. Flood. This 1/3 of the second olive tree are those who will praise and honor Yahweh, not Jesus, not Lord, not God, not Christ, Yahweh or Yahushua, okay? Almighty Elohim Yah, okay? These are fitting names. No filth should come from your mouth, right? Despite Halayel's attempt to deceive them and rule over them, this 1/3 elect of Yahweh is not about a particular race of people, okay? But it's truly their time with the beginning, with this generation last hours, the world church persecutions will be instigated and designed by Lucifer and the fallen angels with him. Okay, that's what's coming. They have used more anger, here it is, with false peace and security to keep human beings from waking up. That's right. All they keep saying is going to get better. Look at the Biden administration, tearing the country up, taking money from here to give it to countries over there, okay? To who Yeshua really is in power, who is mighty and strong by the full laws of grace for each of us to have redemption. That's who he is. That's Yah. And within us, in the heart. As we read in Mark 8, verses 3 through 8, okay, there are many false teachings in your world, everybody. Everybody that's saying these wrong words of Jesus and God and Lord and Christ, y'all have to be out your minds to be using pagan words of deity evil. Okay? You can't let your mouth come forth with defilement. Okay? Because that's false teaching. In your world, the written words from scrolls have been changed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The Hebrew Bible says the anti-Yahweh will arrive soon and have his associates, who the Bible refers as the false prophets, along with him. The Bible tells you he will announce that Halayel, or Lucifer, is your Messiah. False prophet is the Pope. Okay? And any church that tells you that here it is, Halayel is the Savior. Not so. This is what's going to happen, everybody. This is what's coming. Okay? Benjamin Netanyahu is over there doing a lot of strange things now, which is basically taking light and putting it on the shadow so people can see. He's undercover, man. And many other like him are there undercover. Even the Arabs undercover. They coming from the north. They're going to find a way to make this alliance to come against Israel. Okay? There will be a war against Israel and a war against the United States for those who are trying to help Israel. Jerusalem will have a fall as well. So now as we see this here, Yah has raised up Judah in the last days. Blessed are you who will take into heart the new wisdom that is being given you today for your eternal life. As for the false teachers of your world churches, use the name Jesus. Okay? And understand this. The white Jesus was created by a man who slept with his mother and his sister. And this man was of Germany, who also created the Caucasians as known today. Here it is, who have no skin melanin, okay? Who need more vitamin D. And here it is, this same Jesus is, here it is, have violated our people Israel through rape, robbery, slander, kidnapping, forced labor, here it is, and finally murder. That's right, murder. So now we're seeing here this Jesus is only to trick you with deceiving you. This is demon Halayel way to eliminate the Most High's real name for you to pray upon. Okay? Matthew's 24, verse 4 through 5 shows you that right there. Halayel have changed all of these things and planted it inside of people's, so they can say these wicked names when they're thinking they're blessing themselves with Lord, Jesus, God, and Christ. This was created to eliminate his Yeshua's real name for anyone to pray upon. Okay? The scrolls read from left to right for any one of you who have read the Hebrew scrolls, right? It really says in verse 5, for many will come in the wrong name. That's what's missing. That's why you got to look at the scrolls, the Hebrew scrolls, the real ones. And you'll understand that here it is, for many will come in the wrong name. Okay? I just proved that in Matthew 24, 4 through 5. Okay? Deceiving you, saying, I am Jesus. Who is Jesus? Jesus is the anti-Yahweh, right? So here it is. The scrolls read, many will come in the wrong name, saying that I am the Messiah, Yahweh. That I am the Messiah, Jesus. See the difference? One saying Jesus, and one that comes say Yahweh. I am Yahweh. So you're identifying with a person or entity by their name, right? On how him in the fallen, here it is, which as we see here in verse 5, for many will come in the wrong name, saying that I am the Messiah, Jesus. Halayel has been planning and preparing over the centuries on how him in the fallen would come to power. It was during the centuries of time when fallen angels or angelic beings or forces would later create the alien deception, everybody. The United States began building underground bunkers and bases shortly around the 19th century, okay? The fallen Lucifer began to make contact with the military and political officials in the earlier periods, here it is, of the treaty, which was around the presidential term of 1933 with Roosevelt, okay, everybody, do your research, who was in the White House at that time. This was the beginning of them, the fallen beings, to make America their home base operation for Earth's solar last days. That's right, which has started. Yet you will find, if you read in the book of Enoch, how the final rebellion will happen with Halayel and the rest of his fallen, who will finally be up on this earth to physically cohabit and reproduce with Yahweh's human beings of creation. They've done that, okay? Reptilians, Moab. This found link would replace their own bioengineering attempts of creation, but would physically be able to now to produce their own reptilian, cold-blooded race of their children, who are your new beings on this earth. This will be from test tube creation, cloning, okay? And yes, soul sculpturing. That's right, shape-shifting, which is the process of reprogramming you to believe you are your higher self, which is chanting in your own subconscious mind beliefs. This is subliminal witchcraft, everybody, okay? You can read this in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 27. Now you can see, to have a better understanding of what they are now doing around the world within the space station, which have been well concealed from the public eyes, but you now have millions of Lucifers or Halayel true followers that continue with building their own master race using cloning tests. Okay? Scientists who are also allies from every secret society who are working for rewards by helping to bring fallen angels and his new possessed human beings into wicked planning or into existence. That's Kern. Who are converted into his marked RFID chip image devices. You can read that in Revelations 14, everybody, verses 9 through 13. This is Kern. This is the test tube. That's the cloning that we see all over the line on YouTube. Jamie Foxx, okay? Beyonce, all of them, okay? And many others way before them. Just do your research. You should know about the first rebellion by Lucifer, though. That devil angel. As we see it in Revelations 12:12, you see Satan has introduced his script to conquer the world, as stating the new world order. Haven't y'all seen every president saying this since the Bush? Okay, new world order, Reagan. Okay, this will come with his personal appearance on the earth to once again in the last hours test your generation of human being people. But you and I have been blessed, that's right, by my Father, who hear and learn true grace. If you think you are different, it's because you are different, okay? Let me tell you now, if you feel there is a calling on you, that's because there is, okay? But you have to keep faithful to his right name. Y'all got to give up this Jesus and this Christ and this God and this Lord. Do your research, brothers and sisters. It's pagan. That's keeping you submissive to the devil and to this world, okay? I'm your brother Yeshombiyah. I'm telling you the truth. Now let me tell you now, if you feel there is a calling on you, that's because it is. To keep faithful to his right name, Yahweh Yahuwah, Mighty Father Yah, okay? I tell you, many of the people is sleeping, straight sleeping, and do not know the truth. So yes, everyone should seek the spirit of the Most High Father Yah, but also truly understand to be on your guard, for there are many in this world who are deceived by false visions, okay, and prophecies. These possessed people are claiming they are things they are not, okay? Even for some groups out there teaching. Listen to what they're saying, everybody. And here it is. If it's the same old, then here it is. It's a program, okay? It's not going to help you get salvation, okay? So understand that this is by deception and false visions and prophecies. And understand that I stand on Yahweh's words from the Hebrew Bible only. Your brother Yeshombiyah. You will know them by their fruits, as it reads, in the words they speak, okay? Whether you know if they're from me or from the spirit of the devil. If they be from I, your mighty Yah, I am spirit, the good spirit, right? So you must always pray for the truth. he says, and all things daily, he says, to be kept from all evil deeds, he says, so that Satan cannot sneak in and deceive you, everyone. Pray for the truth. That's right. To always be revealed to you in the spiritual contact. All things will be knowing in your pure faith of heart that my mighty Father gave each person. That's right. On the entire earth, generations of completed generations, okay, as the elect and chosen ones, who will be the true righteous, priests returning of Judah, rising Israelites. That's right. Shalom. Who will fellowship in working together against Halayel, that devil or Lucifer, in the events that are coming soon. You all have to be as fearless and bold as you once were eon times ago. You must prepare for the times that have been released. Yes, suffering is here. Yes, as well as famine and plagues are here. The next release is also here, which is threats of rumors and wars, which is coming, martial law, that will encompass the earth. That's why I tell you that you all not in the last days. The whole world is in the last generation hours, everyone. Okay? Because we got more days after this. Because Yeshua said, all those who persevere to the end shall be saved under him. Okay? Many do not know when that hour will be up, though. But when we read it in 1 John chapter 2, 18 through 23, Yah man, shalom, I tell you again, wake up, remnants of the Most High Savior, Yahweh Yahuwah. Your time is now. We know, many know who they are and who they is inside. So I, the messenger sent by the highest divine, okay, Almighty of heaven, Yahuwah, Father of brightest light, says this for you to keep, everyone. Blessed is the one who reads aloud to you today. May y'all continue to bless me while I'm here as well on this earth, as I send out my blessings unto you who listens and take heed. Truly blessed are those who have listened to my message. Brother Yeshombiyah for the generations of human beings. Whoever listens to this messenger and behold him, for he is your blood brother in the house of the mighty Father Yah, and a righteous son to me as well, and daughter. So, respect the words of knowledge, brothers and sisters. What is written in it, the Bible, for the appointed time is very near. So I address you with the last wisdom. This is for teaching and reaching the 1/3 of Yah's remnant. Okay? Giving for your understanding, as for the mighty Father of heaven, he has known those who are drowning in false doctrine errors over his accepted rightful name. So before I end tonight, let us read, or let you read, Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. It says, Yah replied to Moses, I am who I am. Then he added, this is what you would tell the Hebrews. Yahweh has sent me to you. You can see this in Judges 6, verse 24. Praise the name, everyone. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I leave you with 2 Kings chapter 17, verse 37 through 39, and Psalms 50, 22 through 23, and Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 23 through 24. Thank you and bless all of you in the spirit and mighty spirit of the Father, Yahweh, Yah. I am Yahweh. Shalom.